I saw a goat sacrifice and, suffering and the end of suffering is salvation and those
Yeah,
type of themes. But I feel like I didn't understand like the frolic woe and, and like,
yeah. The
what are
temp,
they trying to
the
compare the tempers? And what does that compare to in the Christian world and stuff like that?
I mean, it's almost a completely different religion on nearly every point because it
Yep.
has a theology of creation and what creation is for, has a theology of sin, what is sin, what is the problem here. It has a theology of salvation, and it has a theology of the end, of what the end looks like.
Wait, go through each of those quickly. So
Okay,
you were created to work, I guess,
I think so.
you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about
think
the Kier
yeah,
religion, right?
yeah, the Kier religion. Like the purpose of Lumen is to advance this ideology of Kier, this very technologically driven salvific manifest of we're going to bring salvation
Right.
for the problem in your life, which are the four tempers, through this procedure, through this technological solution, which literally gives you a new consciousness where all of the bad things of your life are compartmentalized over in this other consciousness, and you never have to feel them. You never have to know about it. Andrew,
Right.
I don't know if you picked up on this or not. I mean, they talk about it explicitly kind of near the end, but in the first season, when Mark's sister is giving birth, Mark's sister is pregnant for the first couple
Hmm.
of episodes in the first season, and when she gives birth in a Lumen birthing center where the people that are giving birth are severed. And when it comes time for them to enter labor, the outie disappears, and it's only the innie that suffers. It's only the innie that goes through the painful, traumatic experience of giving birth. And once it's done, the outie comes back out, and it's like nothing ever
Mm.
happened. And so there's all of these bad experiences, all this pain, all this suffering. There's a solution for that. There's salvation from that, and it's through this severance procedure. And then the end, I mean,
Mm.
I'll admit the eschatology side of this is probably the least fleshed out of it in the show. Like we don't actually know like what the true end goal is beyond just everybody getting severed. But there is like this vision of like technology solves the problem of pain. And once technology
Hmm.
has solved the problem of pain, the world will achieve a peace and prosperity it's never known.
Right. Do you want to be there for the birth of your child? Well, it's going to have a lot of pain and labor. So then
Yeah.
maybe you like it's an interesting, right? Like that's such an emotional, like all of us here are dads who've been there for,
Yeah.
our wives and stuff. Like that's a very emotional moment, but it's interesting to think about.
I think hearing the exposition you just gave, I think it was definitely enlightening. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely missed a lot of those things. I think though that where it underwhelms is kind of like, but I don't think it's more fulfilling to not go through pain. And I don't
Right.
think that
Yeah.
humans in general have that consensus, right? I
Which
think
is kind of the point of the show, I think. The point of the show is to raise these questions and be like, wait, do we want a Lumen future? No, we actually want pain. Do we want a Lumen
Yes.
future? No, we actually, like, even though we laugh at the individualist who says, I'm so free, I've chosen my own path, like that book that you mock in the first 4 episodes. And then it
Yes.
gets onto the inside of Lumen and that book about discovering yourself. You're like, wait, there is something to discovering yourself. I was mocking it before, but it's actually going to like help these people out of the hive mind cult within Lumen to realize that they need to have autonomy and self-interest and some of those things. So, but like,
Yeah.
that's the part that really frustrated me. Like the big Christian concept is that like the book that helps them be inspired to work together and to like break out of season 1's confines was something that really we would mock. Right. So it's going back to your question, Joel, of like, it doesn't offer something. It just is kind of like playing with the tension of a unresolved, what is the good? What is the,
and maybe
whatever.
it'll come in season 3. There'll be more like
I think that just Christianity offers the good. So like watch Severance and be like, I yearn for something good. I need Jesus. Like this
is where I think we might disagree on like why I think Christians should watch the show. I don't think Christians should watch the show because it portrays a Christian view on these subjects. I think it portrays a reductio ad absurdum of what life is like without Christianity. You say you want a work-life balance. You say you want to live without suffering. okay, what if we took this to its most logical conclusion, and this is what the world is? Is this a world that you want? No, it's not a world that you want. It's a nightmare. It's a hellscape, which
It's
means
Lumen.
that work and pain and suffering maybe aren't things to be avoided, and maybe there are good things that can come through these things.
It's like a dystopian twist on an ideal, right?
Yeah.
And